Gail here. Whoa, it's been a long day today. I'm pretty tired. Long day yesterday as well, but still, here I am. Where shall I start? Well, I haven't bought very much, so I'm afraid I've not got much to show you. Just a little pile. And a big pile of this. I bought this from Arjun Fabrics on Facebook as usual. And they've got a website. 4 meters of white double gauze. I think it's double gauze, might be something else. But anyway, I decided I was going to make a nice summer blouse. Anyway, I bought it. It was £4 a metre, so you can't moan at that, can you? Apart from that, I've not really... I bought a pattern for a dress pattern. And, bonus, they've got videos on the internet showing how to make the actual dress. Not that it's difficult, but I probably won't make that either. Yeah, I've been busy this week quilting. The one with the border, I squared up all my corners, my miters, as well as I could, and put the backing of the borders on, and then I sewed in 2 sides of the wadding so that I could pin it all together and quilt it. And I've very nearly finished quilting those 2 now, and I did find a problem. I often find this problem. I know it's because I'm slapdash, I'm not accurate enough, but you know, I don't care. The final border, do you know that quilt is like 90 inches square now, and the final border is quite wavy. It's just the way. When I do big ones, they get wavy. So I have I've not unpicked it. I have done what I usually do, and I've not got it here in the shed. Next video I will show you what I usually do to make these things right. If I make a quilt and it's square without me having to do this, I'm very pleased with myself. It's like when I do you know, when I do a crossword without cheating. Well, I don't do crosswords. My favourite puzzles are, I can't remember what they're called. That's good, isn't it? Anyway, it's just like a crossword grid full of numbers, and you have to work out what the letters might be and put them in and build up a whole. Now, if I do that without cheating, I'm very pleased with myself. Go to bed with a smug grin, because I usually do them at night. Anyway, these purchases are from Flutterby Fabrics, and she's been on holiday for over a week, and she's back now. But so that's how long ago I bought these. I've not had a chance to buy anything since, because she's just not been there. Anyway, I bought this panel. It's an alphabet panel, because I thought I would cut out the letters and make something with my grandchildren's name. They can learn the letters in their names then, can't they? Don't know if I've got enough. I've got what, 4 E's? Have I got 4? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 E's. Now the little girl's got one in her name, the eldest has got one in his name, and the youngest has got one. He's got 2 in his name. So that's all right, isn't it? Yeah, I don't think any of the other letters are very common in them. I got this because my youngest grandson he lives in the country, so he sees lots of tractors and things. I thought he'd like that. He's into vehicles, so I am collecting vehicle type of fabrics to make him a quilt, though I don't think it's going to be this year. You never know. I've got a lot on. I bought this because I thought I would make a little pinny for my granddaughter, so that she doesn't, when she starts doing arts and crafts with me, she doesn't get paint all over her nice clothes. And my grandson came on Sunday, and he had on the he was wearing the jumper I crocheted him, you know, the navy blue one. Oh, it's nearly down to his knees. I don't know what they do in the washer. My daughter says they don't do anything strange, but it grows every time they wash it. It didn't grow when we washed it, so I don't know what's going on, but it was, she said I made him something that he would wear for years and years, because it grows with him. And I bought 1 metre of this material, because I thought it would make a nice dress for my granddaughter. And of course it will look very nice in a patchwork quilt. I bought it because I was purple, really, didn't I? Purple flowers, not enough to make a dress with, so it'll have to be my granddaughter or a quilt. And I've made a start on my third quilt I've got to finish. It's taken me a long time, isn't it, to finish these quilts. I'm not doing it like this next year. Next year I think I'm going to do a new thing and finish something, and start a new thing and finish something. We'll see. I don't much like finishing things, which is why I'm surrounded by things that aren't finished. Anyway, now I did feel as if I was a bit crazy when I bought this. Apparently it's a bag panel, but it's not a bag I'd be able to carry because it's massive. It's mahoosive. It's about 2 foot square, and that's as long as my legs are. They're only 2 foot long. And then it's got all these handles. But being as my eldest grandson is very rainbow orientated, he still tries to paint a rainbow by putting his paintbrush in every colour. Just goes to mud. I keep telling him that's not how it works. But I thought I'd make him a cushion, because I have got this panel that I bought a while ago to make a cushion for my granddaughter. This is double-sided, and of course that back panel is. See, that's on one side. It's a big snail. And that's on the other side. So when we've got the bedroom ready for them to stay, they can have a big pillow each. And if they want, they can lie on a big pillow to watch the telly. Instead of on our settees. We sit on the settees. You know, if they're stopping, well, they could fit on, I suppose. Anyway, I'm going to make them a big cushion each. And that's all I bought. It's amazing, isn't it? I've just been sorting out the next round of the round robin. So I've done the other round robin that I showed you quickly, that I shouldn't have shown you, and now I've got my next one. So I've just sorted out the fabric for it, and I'm going to do half square triangles all the way around. Anyway, that's that, and I've got a month to do that in, so that'll be easy, hopefully. And what else I was doing? Oh yes, I was finding the fabric I bought for our new baby that's coming into the family. It's due in 9 weeks, so I thought I'd better get it out. So I've rooted and I found it, and it's yellow and mint, yeah, bluey mint, and it's sheep and things like that. So I've got to decide what to do with that. Still not found my pattern for my crocheting, although, you know, I'm quite enjoying sitting there doing the quilting on this one that I'm quilting. I've done 2 borders, so I've got to put all the wadding in between the backing and the border on the other 2 sides, and then all I've got to do when I've quilted them is I can't remember this word. What's the word for it? Bind. I've got to bind it, and then it'll be finished with this material. Right there, binding material. I don't like that pile there much because I found a spider in it. I mean, you know, my shed's been here for about, gosh, I don't know, 3 years. No, it's longer than that, because my niece hadn't had her daughter, and her daughter's 4, coming up for 5, I think. Yeah, I think that's how old she is. And we put it up before she had her, maybe even before she was pregnant. Gosh, doesn't time just whiz by? Yeah, all the little children in our family now are all 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, we've got 2 3s, a 4, 2 6s, one soon to be 7. A 3, a 4, 2 6s. That's 4, isn't it? We've got another one. 6. My eldest grandson is 6, and my great niece is 6, and my other great niece is 4, and then we've got 2 3s. That's 5 grandchildren. That's right. A 3, a 3. Well, they're not 3 till November. A 3, a 3, a 4, soon to be 5, and a 6. She was 6 a couple of weeks ago, and a 6 to be 7 in November. Yeah, 2 birthdays in November. And then I've got October birthdays, I've got December birthdays, and then I've got Christmas. So I do hate that time of year. Anyway, so that's what I've been doing, just quilting. Going out for tea with my tea friends. My friend I go out with on a Wednesday, I've not been out with her because she had a little accident in her car. She was going very slowly and someone reversed into her in a car park. So that's been off the road, so we've not been out for our morning coffee. I've been to my quilting group, and I've been out and had pots of tea. I had 2 pots of tea. She had 2 pots of tea with my friend. We met up in a local cafe and had a nice chat for 3.5 hours over a total of 4 pots of tea. Because when you say tea for 2 and they bring you a teapot, we can't share a teapot, because I like weak, wishy-washy tea, and she likes really strong, with hardly any milk in, really awfully strong brewed tea. So I have to have my wishy-washy tea very quick, and then she has to wait for it to be almost cold, in my eyes, until it's, maybe that's why she doesn't like putting milk in, I don't know, but until it's dark enough for her to drink. So that isn't really successful. Once we shared making the cups of tea for our quilting group, and we were pouring the tea and the coffee in the mugs, and I was saying, put more milk in, that's too strong, and she was saying, no, it's not, it needs some more thick in yours. Yeah, we're not compatible on tea. We are on everything else. And, you know, there's no arguments about what fabrics we like. I say, ooh, isn't that lovely? And I know she doesn't think it is, because she doesn't like florals and I don't like geometrics. So there's no competition anyway. Anything else been happening? Don't think so. My grandson has had a certificate from his headmaster today, and I don't know why, because that question wasn't answered in my barrage of questions, which apparently is one of my failings. I ask too many questions, and you know, they get fed up and don't bother answering half of them. That's why I never know what's going on. I never know the latest or anything, because they don't tell it me, and I ask and they don't tell it me. And we're going for a drive in the country next week. Going to see my daughter, who lives far away, and my youngest grandson. So I've merrily been buying him things to do. Croquet, where the little hoops that you have to bat your ball in are animals, for the garden, because she likes him to play in the garden a lot. Crayons and colouring books that he can do at the table with Granny, and gardening gloves, because he likes to garden, especially on the allotment. She's made a wigwam out of branches and twigs, because where she lives she can't find anywhere that sells long canes. So she's made a wigwam for her climbing beans, using what she had available, and he goes and sits in there. It'll get more fun, won't it, as the plants grow tall. They're only about 1 foot tall now. But yeah, he thinks it's his little den, little space for him. It's nice that he's, you know, liking, and he'll grow up knowing how to grow things, because I certainly don't. Everything I plant dies eventually. You know, I can't even keep cactuses alive, or succulents. I have somewhere, I think I've got an Easter something or other that flowers at Easter. And if it thrives on neglect, then they manage to live. Maybe it's died now, you know, probably had it 30 years. I don't even know where it is. Because I'm not a person that goes around watering or feeding things. I've got a few plastic plants. I've got one up on the top with the wool up there that my husband thinks is absolutely awful, so it came in the shed with me when I moved in here. I've been thinking a lot about tidying up. I'm gradually, you know, moving towards actually getting to grips with doing something about tidying it up in here. Organising. It just needs, you know, just needs it doing. Now on Sunday, although it's Father's Day, my, I don't know if it is everywhere else, but it is here in the UK. My husband is spending a long time at work on Sunday doing a special job. So I might tidy it up then. He won't be around. Won't be around to bring me cups of tea either, will he? I'll have to bring a flask. I used to bring a flask when it was lockdown. It's quite nice, and it's not nice. It's not nice weather today. We did have blue sky for about an hour, and yesterday it tricked us into thinking it was going to be a nice day, and then it started raining at lunch. But it's not cold in here. We're far colder in the house. It's a good job I'm quilting to keep me warm. I had to put my cardigan on and get my quilt all over me while I was doing it. But we didn't put the fire on. But lots of my friends on Facebook were going on, the fire's on and it's June. It's really, I mean, we don't, you know, I know I don't walk anywhere, but I haven't worn my boots for years. You know, my non-slip boots for icy floors. It's not been icy for years. Well, I've not walked on any ice either. Maybe it's just because I don't go anywhere. I don't know. But I don't, the winters, you know, aren't even very cold. Definitely don't have snow here. I think this Christmas we had an afternoon of flurries. Didn't actually land on the ground, but that was our snow. I mean, other parts of the country get loads of snow, but here, well, we used to get snow, but it's disappeared now. We don't have a cold winter. We don't have a cold spring. No ice anywhere. And now we have rainy summers. It usually rains in August, so, you know, we've only got like the next 6 weeks to have any nice weather, haven't we? Because in September it's rubbish again. When I was at school we had lovely Septembers. They used to call them Indian summers. Don't ask me why. But we used to just, you know, sit around sunbathing in September. You know, in between lessons, not during lesson time. Although I was a bit of a one. I used to go home in lesson time and wash my hair. Because, you know, you get up in the morning and you're asleep, aren't you? And you get your makeup on and you do your hair and you go to school. And by the time you get there, you're awake. And in assembly, I'd be thinking, oh, I need to wash my hair. I should have washed my hair this morning. I should have washed it last night. My hair needs washing. Because at the end of my road, there was a boys' school full of teenage boys. That was a very important facet of my life. And so after assembly, everyone went to lesson and I went home and washed my hair. And my gran lived with us and she used to say, what are you doing home? And if I said washing my hair, she thought that was great because cleanliness was most important to her. If you brought a boy to meet her, she'd say, he looked nice and clean, or he didn't look very clean. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, she wasn't bothered if I came home and washed my hair. My mum and dad were at work and I used to wash my hair, dry it, go back to school. Nobody ever missed me. Once I missed an exam, but it was only music, you know, and I was rubbish at music. I can't read music. I can't sing. Well, I can. I like to sing opera style, which nobody lets me. I used to do it when the children were little. And I did do it when I worked at a school quite often, and that made all the children's mouths hang open. Oh, you know. I only know 2 songs. Anyway, yeah, we had to do a recorder concert, and I had to pretend. I didn't even know where to put my fingers. Don't blow down it, he said. I was at the back. Just put my fingers anywhere, pretending to blow. He taught me a lot, didn't he? In music. Yeah, and if you had to remember any words to anything, I was rubbish at that as well. I've got terrible memory. It's not just now. I've never been able to remember anything. I've told you, haven't I, about one of the ladies I go out with, that we've been going out for 32 years now. And it took me 9 years to remember her name. And it doesn't come instantly to me now. I do know her name now. It's Judith. Judith. I just didn't associate that name with her face. Just went out my mind. I couldn't remember it at all. Oh my God. I heard a noise. And when I looked, there was a man at the window. It's my husband, of course, creeping around in the garden. He was seeing if I was all right. I was before he scared me to death. Dearie me. Ooh, that was a shock. Anyway, yeah, that's about it. I'm going to see my daughter and my little grandson with his new jumper, and his croquet set and his colouring books and all the other stuff I've bought him. And it's pretty annoying, really, you know, because we're going because my husband doesn't want to be in work on the Wednesday. They're having a do because he's worked there 40 years and he doesn't want to be part of it, so he's not going in. I mean, you know, the office have booked his holidays and everything, but so we thought, well, being as he's home, we'll go and see our daughter. So he's having another 2 days holiday, and we're going on the Wednesday and the Thursday. So I said to my daughter, we'll book a hotel, because last time we went, we experimented by booking a hotel, and she didn't like it really, knowing that we were paying to be in a hotel when, you know, she has a spare bedroom. But we thought it worked better because she got less irritated with me. I mean, we're there 9 hours. We arrive at 10 and go home at 7, something like that. It's enough to have people stuck in your house all that time, and I'm no help because, you know, can't do much really without being in pain. And if I do things when I'm in pain, I get very angry, very snappy, shall we say. Anyway, we could go for a wee in the middle of the night, which, you know, is part and parcel of getting older, without waking up any babies that then woke up their mum and dad, one of whom had to go to work and the other one had to look after him all day, whether she was tired or not. So we don't worry about doing, you know, we can have a wee in the hotel in the bathroom without waking anybody up, or if anybody does wake up, there's nobody we care about. And we're not, I don't annoy her by not getting up at the crack of dawn. I am not a get up at the crack of dawn person. I used to do it when I went to work. Now I don't go to work, I don't do it. I used to do it when I had babies. Now I haven't got babies, I don't do it. I'm still asleep. I've always been a bit of a night owl. It's when my brain works at night. Last night I couldn't get to sleep for my brain working. I got up again. I gave up. And what's the point of lying in bed waiting for hours? I was in bed 2 hours. I thought that's long enough to wait. So I got up again. Anyway, yeah, so trying to book the hotel. The price for 3 nights was 3 times. In fact, it was more than 3 times the amount we paid last time we went. Although, maybe last time we went for 2 days. I can't remember. Anyway, it was extortionate. So, eventually, and everywhere was booked up, you know, like, apart from the hotel that was all this money, which was the one we normally go in, there wasn't anywhere else within 8 miles. So, I said to her, we're not going. Prices are extortionate. Don't know what's going on. We'll come another time. Okay, she said. Probably breathing a sigh of relief. Anyway, it dawned on me then. It's because it's the summer solstice. And she lives near Stonehenge. And it gets completely and utterly... it's like people think it's, you know, a concert like... is it Glastonbury or something? Millions of people go. Well, not millions. Probably hundreds of thousands. And they have to close the roads because all these people block the roads, and they have to shut the roads to make sure there's routes for ambulances and police and fire engines should something occur. So not only have you got closed roads, you've got roads that are blocked. And they camp on road verges and everything all over the place. So obviously the local hotels put their prices up and take advantage, but although most of them are in tents or camper vans or whatever. So we'll have to try not to go at that time of the year again. But anyway, I said to her, we're not coming. And as soon as I said it, I thought, no, I want to go. So I said, no, I've changed my mind, we are coming. And I booked it at the extortionate price. We thought, well, if the price is extortionate, we'll just have to pay it because we want to be there. Anyway, I think, you see, we go in February. We see her at Christmas, we go in February. She comes in April. We go in June. She comes in August. We go in October. She comes at Christmas. So I think I'm going to have to make a mental note to make sure that Next year we go the beginning of June. Not been a problem before. It's because he booked off the 19th. We should have, you know, booked off the 5th or something. Anyway, I've got chicken in the oven, so I'd better go and see how that's faring. I wasn't going to make a chicken, I was going to make chicken soup, but all my vegetables have gone off. I obviously don't eat them often enough, do I? Anyway, yeah, that's what I'm doing. Spending 3 days with my daughter and then coming back. Hopefully a lot happier than I am going down, because I didn't see her very much when she came in April. And I'll be very pleased to see my little grandson. It's very hard them living far away and not getting to see them. Life is hard generally, isn't it? You know, we all just struggle on. Anyway, my husband is creeping around. He must be thinking that I need to come and see to the chicken or something. So I'm going to be off. Get the tea out, eat it, then carry on quilting. Carry on quilting tomorrow. Yeah, that's how it goes. Oh no, tomorrow is Saturday, isn't it? Yeah, with grandchildren are coming on Saturday this weekend, because my husband is working on Sunday. And on Sunday I shall come here in my shed and try to do some tidying up. So it's all change, isn't it? Yep, so I'll be off, and I hope this leaves you well, and I'll see you very soon for another chat.